This game was just not going to be won by Buffalo, period. What is up, Bills Mafia? We have 218 days to go until the Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 57. And this channel's documenting every single day leading up to that amazing moment with a video. A few days ago, I posted a video showing the dramatic ending to a Bills-Dolphins game in 1989, and it just got a lot of views, a lot of hits, a lot of comments. A lot of you really like that stuff. I do too. I love going back in time. Even if you weren't old enough to remember the games, it's really cool to see how some of these end. So I'm doing it again tonight. I'm going to show a game that I remember listening to on the radio, actually, because it was blacked out in Buffalo. Remember the days of the blackouts? I was listening to the game in my car with my mom. I just remember that part of it. And this game was just not going to be won by Buffalo, period. I mean, and that's part of the reason why I'm showing it, is because it just was a game that we lost, and it was just really disappointing. But we're just going to pick up this game here just at the 2-minute warning with an old commercial that us old timers remember. The Fantastic Finishes, brought to you by Alcoa.
Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes. 1970, Tom Dempsey will try to do the impossible, kick a 63-yard field goal. Joe Scarpati gets the ball down. Dempsey caught it solid, and it's good. Tom Dempsey has just kicked a 63-yard field goal. With no time left on the clock, the Saints beat the Lions 19-17.
Alcoa can't wait.
We're gonna keep moving on today.
We can't afford to hesitate. Come on along, participate. Conserving energy every day. Alcoa and aluminum know the way. We can't wait.
We're doing it now.
We can't wait.
We'll show you how.
Alcoa can't wait.
We can't wait for tomorrow.
We talked about the flurries all day, and it's built up just enough on the AstroTurf now to make the footing a little bit treacherous. And right there, that could have cost a football game for the Buffalo Bills.
Look at that statistic. Great catches, 141 yards and a touchdown.
Just hold on to the football, they're saying here.
Play action. Oh, he's got Hasselbeck.
Oh, he fooled him, Phil. That stunned this crowd. It's quiet here.
Don Hasselbeck's 5th touchdown reception of the year. And I'll tell you, Ronnie Earhart on the far sideline has to be one jubilant human being.
There's no doubt about that.
Wide open. There's no question they were not looking for a pass in that situation.
I sat right here and said they got to hold on to the ball, because the most important thing is at least to get a 13-13 tie and hope to win in overtime. And the defense for Buffalo was thinking the same thing, and Hasselbeck wasn't anybody for 15 yards.
An important extra point. This would force, high snap. It's down. John Smith follows through with it, and he's got it. Good job getting that ball down. So that gives New England a 4-point bulge. This has been a sensational ball game.
You wouldn't expect it from a 2-9 team, but we warned everybody. This is a better club than 2-9, the New England Patriots. Joe Ferguson runs a 2-minute drill pretty well. This one isn't over by a long shot.
There you see this one, 17-13, a minute 56 to play. Don't forget, this evening on NBC, following the great football action you're seeing now, Bob Hope's NFL comedy special. What a lineup of stars. Elizabeth Taylor, Olivia Newton-John, Susan Anton, O.J., Roger Staubach, Dick Butkus, and George Allen. Footballs and laughs with old ski-nose himself, Bob Hope, tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on NBC.
Better hold on to your sides for those 2 hours, because they'll have you rolling on the floor.
By the way, don't forget that ball game when we're done here. The Jets in Miami, word is Richard Todd will start for the Jets despite his injuries. Boy, does Smith drill this one. And Riddick's going to bring it out. Ooh. He has grabbed hold of at the 18-yard line and pounded down there. Osi Tatupu, I think, was at the bottom of that pile. He's a little guy you don't want to run into. I say little in height only.
Yeah, he's as broad as he is tall.
Just about is.
Well, we'll probably see shotgun all the way now.
Rob Riddick has gone into the game, and now he's coming out of the game.
Again, the loss of Ron Jesse really hurt the offense, especially in the shotgun situation. He was the third receiver.
Ferguson on 1st and 10. Little out pattern to Byron Franklin. He cannot hold on. Byron Franklin, a rookie out of Auburn. He and Joe Cribbs played together for a year.
You mentioned a name that Buffalo is hurting for right now. They would have loved to see Joe in this second half, and he hasn't been there to help them.
That's right. They lost Joe Cribbs in the first period on a rib injury. He took a real good shot over the middle, fumbled the football, and either bruised or cracked a rib. We are not sure yet. He is definitely out with ribs.
There are no running backs in there, Phil. That's all receivers.
On 2nd and 10, Ferguson. An out pattern, and he's got a man. It is Frank Lewis, and he's got it. No, he doesn't. They're saying he dropped the football. Rick Sanford was right there on him.
Our producer today, David Stern, has always got the right replay. Watch this. Frank Lewis, 82. Let's see if we can see from our angle. Oh, look. We may have another angle on this. I want to see this one from here. Ball in the hands, in the stomach.
Ooh.
How did the guy behind know that he dropped it out of his stomach? If he did.
Hard to say. However,
It's
the
third
ruling
down.
was critical. It is now 3rd and 10 with 1:40 to play. From the shotgun, Ferguson. Big, big 3rd down play. Over the middle, Frank Lewis. Picked off. Picked off. I believe it is Rick Sanford.
You're right, Phil. Not Joe Ferguson's fault.
I'll tell you what, it's like somebody shut off the lights here. Everybody is boogieing.
They're all gone. Sanford knows he may have saved it. Ferguson has got Lewis open over the middle. He throws it behind him. He tips it up in the air, and Sanford makes a great athletic play. Again, you got to go to the main man, Frank Lewis. Watch the pass. It's just behind him, Phil. And he can't get a hold of it. The ball tips up into the air, and Sanford may have gotten the New England Patriots their 3rd win of the season.
I'll tell you, outstanding pictures there on those replays. David Stern, our producer. Dick Klein, our director. We thank you, gentlemen. It has been one great afternoon. Sam Cunningham tries to go across left tackle. Phil Villapiano is there trying to force the football out.
And I know the Bills would like to have that one timeout they called to get things together when they were trying to decide whether to kick the field goal or go for the 1st down. Now they're down to 2 timeouts left. And I think they've just called their 2nd. They're down to 1 now, Phil.
You know, Buffalo, Mike, has puffed the football up, turned the ball over in the last 3 games 16 times. 8 interceptions, 8 fumble recoveries.
Can't win football games when you turn it over.
It's amazing because Chuck Knox, he lives and dies preaching error-free football, gentlemen. Aggressive, error-free football. He has not had it this year here in Buffalo. Boy, a big call on this drive.
This was the critical play on this drive, Phil. Frank Lewis on the out pattern. He's got plenty of yards for the 1st down to keep the 2-minute drill alive. Ball hits him in the hands, the stomach. He was inbounds when he caught it.
The officials say he did not have possession. They look from here as if he did. Officials are a lot closer.
That's why I'd never put on one of those shirts. You're always half wrong.
That's right.
Never half right. You're always half wrong.
You know, if the Bills could just play 3/4 of football, they'd probably be undefeated.
You mentioned that it looked like somebody turned off the lights here. Look at them leaving.
Leaving in droves. 1:21 to play. Kavanaugh, all he's looking for is a 1st down. Cunningham tries the left side. The Buffalo Bills have scored a total, Mike, of 30 points in the 4th quarter. That's less than 3 points a game in 4th period. And in contrast to that, the Bills' defense has given up more points in the 4th quarter than any other period. Look at this one coming up. The Dolphins and the Jets. Word is Richard Todd will start for New York.
the Bills,
big game.
Oh, the Bills walk out of here 6-6, and they're going to be kicking themselves all afternoon while I watch that game. No matter who had won, the Bills just had to win to stay in the race.
Yeah.
Now they got to fight for it.
But they've only got one more home game against the Redskins next week. And then they take this thing, I think their show on the road for the last 3.
Where it's very tough to win the latter part of the season on somebody else's turf.
It is Cunningham. Tries to throttle his way in near the 27-yard line. And another timeout with 39 seconds to play.
You know, Matt Cavanaugh said at the top of the show, he agreed with me. See, we're better than a 2-9 club, and we got to play on heart and pride. And, you know, I mean, I played on a 1-9 team before we won a football game, and it was very, very difficult to get up and continue to play for a full 60 minutes. You got to be very, very proud of these Patriots who could have just gone to the tank 2 or 3 weeks ago and never, ever played a game like this against a division contending Buffalo Bill club.
Now, last year, Matt Cavanaugh started one of the games against these Buffalo Bills in Foxborough. And what a job he did. He led the Patriots to a 24-2 victory back there on that day.
You know, something we didn't mention. I think maybe the Bills are still in shock, 24-0 against a very lowly St. Louis club. That residual effect, they were probably searching their souls all week saying, how in the world could we get shut out by a club like that? And that might have had an effect on this football game.
I think you're exactly right, Mike. Of course, Matt Cavanaugh, there you see him, number 12, filling in for an injured Steve Grogan. Grogan out with a sprained knee. He has to be one happy young man today.
Oh, yes.
Coming on in this role, the team's 2-9. He's trying to get these guys to believe in him, to believe in themselves. And that's tough to do when you're a backup quarterback.
Very difficult, especially he started out the season as number 1 and failed. Now he's coming back in for his second debut of this season and has done a lot better.
4th and 2. Cunningham. And the Buffalo Bills held him. So they will take over the football with 35 seconds to play. And I'll tell you, about 2/3 of the 75,000 who are on hand will not see if, in fact, their Buffalo Bills can come back. Wouldn't it be something with all the people that have left the stadium if Buffalo would come back and win this game? Stranger things have happened. You take a look at Chuck Knox on the near sideline with the Buffalo Bills beanie on. Here they come. 3 wide receivers for Buffalo. They'll have 35 seconds to get the job done. The defensive backs for New England, 3 of them playing all the way back in the midfield stripe. Ferguson puts it up for Hooks. He's got it! The clock continues to run. 18, 17. And Ferguson just wants to get rid of it to get the clock stopped. 12 seconds to play. We're taking you down to the wire on this one. Holy Toledo. Well, you never want to count out a Chuck Knox coach team.
12 seconds left. Dropping back in the pocket. Looking. There's the Hail Mary. Headed for the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown. I don't believe it. Caught for a touchdown.
I don't believe it is.
Incredible. A remarkable play. Never in my life have I seen an ending like this one.
seen a lot of finishes in National Football League action, and this one ranks right up at the top. Take a look at it from the shotgun. It was second down, I believe, and a prayer. Ferguson just unloaded. He was looking for Lewis. It was bouncing around, and he found Roland Hooks. Oh, my goodness. 37-yard touchdown. Look at it again. Can you believe it? Roland Hooks, 6 catches today, 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the only thing I can say for Ron Earhart and the New England Patriots is it has just been one of those years. They had him on the rocks. This ball game, for all intents and purposes, was really all but over with 37 seconds to play. Back came the Buffalo Bills. I had just finished saying, do not count a Chuck Knox coach team out. And wow, Joe Ferguson unloads the 37-yard prayer for Frank Lewis. The ball bounced around off a couple of hands down there, right into the outstretched arms of one running back, Roland Hooks, who was playing today because Joe Cribbs went out with a rib injury in the first half. Can you believe the drama that has unfolded here at Rich Stadium in Buffalo? Mick Vickemeyer sends a squibbler down an onside kick, and look at this. New England has recovered the football, and this ball game is history as time expires.
That was crazy! I couldn't believe it. I was bouncing around in my TC3. Remember those cars? Just going crazy, bouncing around, screaming, "Ah, Mom, we won! We won the game!" It was so cool. I apologize for the video quality. Not so great. You know, this is an old game. I'm just so happy that it's there on the internet somewhere to watch it. Just Roland Hooks, baby. Roland Hooks. As great as that catch was in the end zone on the Hail Mary, the catch that he made a couple plays before that was absolutely astounding. What a grab. And that was a huge win because the Bills were 6-5 in that game and really fighting for their playoff lives. If they had gone 6-6, they may not make the playoffs that year, but they won that game and they went on a winning streak and ended up making the playoffs, and it was a pretty good season for the Bills in 1981. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to you guys commenting on it. My channel's getting close to 1,000 subscribers. That's crazy. 1,000 people out there that need to get their heads checked. No, actually what it is there's 1,000 people out there that know for a fact, like I do, that the Buffalo Bills are going to win Super Bowl 57. Are you one of them? See you tomorrow.